It's funny because I hated to write. I absolutely hate that. That was just not my strong point. But what you find is when it's something that you're passionate about, I mean, the pen will flow. If it's something, and it was something that I'm very passionate about, fitness and longevity, but it flowed pretty well. Thank God for my wife. She helped me with all the editing, and I call it my baby. I never, ever, ever thought I would be able to write a book. If I had to write about something I had no love for, it wouldn't have worked. But that was just truly a great moment in my life. It was almost like getting that 3.3 in college at the end. It's like, okay, you got something that's out there that's published that, people are buying. The process wasn't too bad. I was looking at a couple of publishers, like the old fashioned way, but then, we looked at, Amazon and we're like, that's all you need to do because you used to back in the day, you have to type the manuscripts and mail them to the book people, and they gotta send you samples and you gotta approve it, which is a lot easier than doing it online. My wife always told me you should write a book. You should, and I was like, oh, just didn't really hit. But 2 years ago, I did a podcast for Missouri Senior Olympics. And so we talked about all these things and, about how to preserve your body. And when I was done, the gentleman, David Simon, came to Sean, have you thought about writing a book about this? He wrote a couple books too. So he gave me a little bit of guidance, but he did it more or less the old school way. I did it more through a more modern type. And then everything flowed. I wrote it and published it. The inspiration, even though it was in my ear from my wife, but when he said I should write something about it, I'm like, okay, you just confirmed what I should do. And it was like a great journey. It's my baby. That's what I call it.
Yeah. But hey,
Yes.
for this lane, this publishing lane, it made sense the new school way. It made it easier,
Yeah.
facilitated it. Yeah.
Sure.
But now with these tools and with Amazon, I'm sure they take a cut of it, but they take a lot of the hard work out of that process, it sounds like.
And I actually bought a bulk of books too. Sometimes, a lot of times I'll sell them just from fishing clinics. I always bring a couple, and it's nice because it's a piece of me. It's a little bit of advertisement, but whole process of doing something that I thought I would never ever do. I think that leaves me, grateful and satisfied.
So big congratulations on that. It's on Kindle as well, folks. So make sure you check that out and support that. So as we wrap this up, Coach Sean, I appreciate again you taking so much time out. What's next in terms of the business and evolving? You've been doing it, about 25 years. What is the next, God willing, 25 look like? How do you see it changing? Is there another book